Hey everybody, welcome to Explain America. I'm your host, Carmine Sabia. I know you're disappointed about the non-red wave, but we have some good news for you. Just need you to stick with me for a few minutes and let me explain. But before we get started, want to ask you again, please make sure you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe. Please make sure you're following us at Explain America on our page on Facebook, and of course, type in the little search bar, Explain America Lounge. That'll take you to our group where we have a lot of back and forth chats over our articles and our videos and our stories. You guys can comment and talk to us. It's a really cool time. We would love for you to join us there. So, conservative commentator Mark Levin actually pointed out what I think really bears repeating. The mathematical possibility for a red wave in this particular cycle was never really there when you consider how many seats Republicans had to defend versus how many seats Democrats had to defend. They weren't that dissimilar. And it's always hard to beat an incumbent. Now, the pundits and the prognosticators, a lot of them believed a red wave was coming, and they made us believe a red wave was coming, right? We were all geared up, and we were all disappointed when it didn't happen. 2024, however, as Levin points out, is a completely different ballgame. See, in 2024, Democrats have like 3/4 of their Senate seats up for grabs. That's huge. That's the kind of thing that can bring a red wave. They have a ton of their House seats up. That's the kind of thing that can bring a red wave. Those kind of things. I think that that's important to note. And we have a lot of work to do between now and 2024. We certainly have to pick the right presidential candidate. I think that's super important. And I would love for you guys in the comments to tell me who you think that presidential candidate is. Completely. I'm not even going to tell you who I think it is. I want you guys to tell me who you think it is. But I think what Levin was pointing to, it bears repeating, because I think a lot of these pundits, these prognosticators, these pollsters, they tend to be wrong a lot. It's amazing they still have jobs. But they predicted this red wave. It didn't happen. They're going to predict it again in 2024. And I think something that could happen with that is people feel like, well, the red wave is coming, and so it's everything's all good. My vote doesn't count. And I think it happened to Hillary Clinton in 2016 as well. I think people are like, oh, it's in the bag. I don't have to vote. And that's why Levin, and that's why people like myself, and that's why, those of us that were on, looking at this saying, you got to go out and vote. You got to make sure every vote, even if you're in Texas, even if you're in Florida, even if you're in a place you think is safe, vote, because it's not safe if you don't. It's super important that you get out and vote every election. And if you are a Republican, it's super important that you smash that ballot for Republicans every single time. Because if you don't, somebody else on the other end who might be more motivated is smashing it for the Democrats. The other thing is, guys, I don't care what you hear on TV. I don't care what any candidates or anybody in the media tells you about you got to mail in vote. If you have the opportunity to early vote and mail in vote, you have to do that, because they are beating us tremendously on mail-in voting. And if we don't start to fix that problem, this is going to continue. So if you just think that the things are rigged and it doesn't matter, all that does is make you not vote. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You believe that it's rigged. You believe Democrats are always going to win, so you don't vote. And because you don't vote, Democrats win. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you have to get ahead of the mail-in voting. These guys are voting for a month. We vote on election day. That's a problem. That's a problem, because you might have every intention of voting election day, but your car got a flat, or it's raining real hard, or something, and you're like, I'm not going to do it because my one vote, and, they got this already, and it's just one vote, and, something happened on election day and you can't get there. No, if you have the opportunity to early vote, if you have the opportunity to mail in vote, look, the genie's out of the bottle, so we have to take advantage of it. Do it. Make the vote when you can. If you know how you're going to vote, make the vote when you can. That's how the red wave will happen. But it only happens with you, with taking advantage of every voting possibility the way they do. Hey, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia, and this is Explain America. Again, make sure you're following us on Facebook. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. We love you guys. Remember, let me know who you think should be our 2024 candidate in the comments. I really want to read that. Love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.